So like I said, this is the Chinese vampire, Chinese zombie, and pop culture was popularized like crazy. It all started with, well, I wouldn't say it all started with this movie, but this is the one that made it mainstream and made it super popular among everyone in movies. Guangxi Xin Sang, Mr. Vampire. Old Chinese movie, old Hong Kong movie, and as you can see, here's the cover. So you got the Taoist monk, and then you got the bell right there. And what he does is ring the bell, and these guys follow along. You could Google the mythology and the lore of the Chinese vampire. I won't go into it, but Mr. Vampire is the movie that basically brought these guys back into mainstream and made it super popular. So let me get a nice close-up shot. There, see? So that's Mr. Vampire, Guangxi Xin Sang. So yeah, in Cantonese these guys are called Guangxi, and in Mandarin they're called Jiangshi. Obviously I'm not Mandarin speaking, so my Mandarin pronunciation is horrible, but Guangxi. Now I grew up watching these movies, and this is the one movie that I remember vividly from my childhood, and I have it now obviously. This is Sammo Hung, Hong Gambo, Encounters of the Spooky Kind, also known as Spooky Encounters. And in this movie it featured a cool little fight scene Sammo had with the Guangxi right there. It's a nice choreography, a very funny movie, and actually this dude here freaked me out as a child. It gave me nightmares, and man, I love this movie. I watch it, you know, once in a while. I always watch it. So you got that Encounters of the Spooky Kind, Mr. Vampire, Guangxi Xin Sang. Here's some fan art of the Guangxi. Pretty cool fan art. And here's a screen capture from Mr. Vampire. So as you can see, they have the talismans slapped on their foreheads, and therefore they're docile, and you could do commands with the bell. And then once the talisman, the fu, flies off, or you know, is not connected to the currency anymore, then they start attacking people and jumping around. And oh, and that's the thing. See, you can see here, that's basically, they stick their arms straight out like this and they hop. They jump along and attack people. So, yeah. So here he is. Made by YY Toys. It's a Chinese company, obviously. Now the pictures on the box are the same pictures you'll find online. Now I bought this off of eBay. eBay is a good choice. I found the cheapest price, 170 bucks Canadian from eBay. You can find it on actual third-party websites, toy, sellers and whatnot. It shouldn't cost more than 200 bucks. What do you expect, right? Chinese products are nice and cheap. So now this is just a slipcase, as you can see, like a dust cover type of deal, and it came in a brown shipper, like this, just a blank brown shipper. And within this brown shipper is just the foam inserts of the figure. You just open it up and the figure just comes in those little slots. So nothing really elaborate about the box, nothing like you see in Hot Toys or whatever. So I'll get to the accessories first. First off is his hat. Okay, hard plastic, and the nice furry tail with the peacock feather there. Nothing to it. There's no strap or anything to keep it connected to the guy's head, or the vampire's head. Comes with a pair of hands here, extra hands. These are in claw mode. And these actually scratch. They're pretty hard. So you might want to be careful. You don't want to scratch yourself with these things. Now the detail on the hands are pretty cool. It's got the shriveled, dry skin look. The nails are pretty freaky. You got the veins. And you could really do some damage with that. Got the talismans, the foos. They're all one piece. So you gotta cut them individually. And I guess put the tape on the back so you can stick it on their head. Got their bead necklace. Yeah, might as well go farther. Yeah. Ah, stupid camera. And you got the secondary head right here. Now, King Dynasty hairstyle, right? Hair in the back, shaved in the front. And then you got the long tail mane. Good fabric on that. And then soft fabric at the end there. Now the sculpt itself, really good. You got the sunken cheekbones, you got the skeletal look. You know, you shriveled up skin, dry skin, looks like bark. Textures there. Hard plastic. The eyes. Now from the pictures, I thought the eyes were looking left and right, but from here they're actually straight on. The eyes are straight on. This is more of a neutral face. And then let's get to the figure right now. So currently on the head on the body right now is this vampiric, evil, angry, yelling, shouty one. Same kind of texture and all that, shrunken face, dried out look, very good. And then you got the fangs in there. His eyeballs are actually kind of slightly down to the left. And same deal with the hair. Now the body is what you expect from a 1/6 figure. Super articulation. I'm not going to go into it because you know what to expect if you collect these things. So his clothing. The traditional Qing Dynasty robes. Now, it's brand new. There's nothing. There are no tears, no damage to it. It's all one piece. All they did was spray some kind of yellowy dirt thingy, which kind of does come off. Well, actually, no, it's pretty good because I don't see any on the floor here. But yes, all they did was just discolor it, and his hand popped off. And then this here is just a sticker that they stuck on, so you might want to be careful with that. These little loopy things you could take apart, so you could take the black robe off and put his hand back on first. His collar, again with that spray, but underneath is shiny, brand new. Same goes with everything else actually. Well, actually this one has a little bit of the yellowy stuff. So here's the back, again with the sticker, the crane, you know, peaches, fish, water. Then here, if you see, again, shiny blue with a little distressed yellow spray underneath. It feels kind of grimy. Got this little flappy thingy with a cool dragon design. And underneath the black robe, you'll find his red robes. Again, no damage and no tears. You'd think they would have made it a little more old looking instead of just discolored. I could cut it up and, you know, fray it up a little to make it look like it's been on the corpse for a long time. But these designs feel like they're screen printed on, so they won't peel off like this thing would. I guess I shouldn't really fold it up. Oops, yeah, see? Fold it underneath it there. So you got the nice rainbow colored design. Underneath is all clean. His pants are nice and red and shiny. His backside. Same as the front. And underneath is the same, nice and shiny red. His boots are, I guess they're kind of discolored, but again they look fairly new. That's the only thing with this figure, is that the costuming, the outfit, and the accessories, like the hat and the boots, they're they're not damaged in any way. It doesn't look like it's been on a corpse underground or in a cave or whatever for a long, long time. It just looks like, you know, psh. And the body itself is a brand new. You know, it doesn't match the rest of the with the head or the hands. Oh, and the hands, I guess. These are the typical outstretched hands. And same deal with the claw hands. Long nails, they're pretty hard. Ah, they're pointy. And a good weathered look. Good texture. You know, the dried out skin look. It's kind of light browny. Light brown in color. Whereas most, like in there, it looks kind of gray. Oh, and there goes his boot. Ball joint. Right. Put his hat on. His hat is a little oversized, but what can you do? There you go. Let me get him to assume the position of Chinese. There you go. So now, if you know the boing, 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 right? So I'm going to actually compare him to my other zombie figure, the Nazi zombie figure. So they're about the same height. This guy's a little bigger. His body's bigger too. See, and you notice the difference here, see? Where this guy, his outfit's like holes, scrapes, damage. See? But this guy doesn't. I'll have to change that up. That's the only thing. But yeah. Who'd win in a fight? Nazi zombie or Chinese vampire zombie? I don't know. If you follow Dead Snow, you see these guys will rip everything apart, but they're the same too. They'll rip everything apart. Maybe they'll join up forces and kill all the humans. But yeah. Damn Toys? Nazi zombie? YY Toys Chinese vampire zombie. So there you have it. Childhood memories. See? Yeah. Let's do a nice little 360 of him. Here's his front. And there you have it. Oh. Ooh. Okay, there you go. Yeah.